In the bustling city of Port Harcourt in Nigeria, where the skyline shimmered with the promise of progress and the streets pulsed with energy of daily life, lived Chigozie Dimkpa, a name that resonated with wealth and influence. Chigozie was a billionaire with a vast empire of businesses, a fleet of luxury cars, and majestic homes that towered over the city. Yet, despite his affluence and success, Chigozie felt empty within him. He was searching for something more than wealth. He wanted true love, a connection untainted by his wealth. One evening, as he looked out over the city from his penthouse, Chigozie made a life-altering decision. He would leave behind this lavish world and immerse himself in the everyday struggles of ordinary people. Disguising himself as Chike, a humble worker, his goal was to experience life from a different perspective and, most importantly, to find genuine love. Chigozie meticulously planned his transformation. He bought several worn-out uniforms, a faded cap, and adopted a modest look. To complete his disguise, he took a job as a janitor in one of his companies where he rarely visited. The only people aware of his transformation were his parents and the MD at that branch. Although they didn't agree to it, they understood why he felt the need to disguise himself in search of true love. The truth is that Chigozie had met different women from all walks of life. He traveled a lot, and in all his travels, he had made up his mind that all those women were just the same. They were all after one thing: his wealth. Chigozie's new life was a stark contrast to his former life. He worked tirelessly, scrubbing floors, cleaning offices, and handling refuse with a surprising diligence. The MD at that branch had told him time and time again not to involve himself in those kinds of duties. Even though he was disguised as a cleaner, it did not mean that he was an actual cleaner. Chigozie, however, paid him no heed. This was the only way to convince everyone that he was truly a nobody without raising any suspicion, he thought to himself. Despite the grueling work, Chigozie found a sense of fulfillment in his new role. In his free time, he would visit the market, letting himself enjoy its vibrant colors and ceaseless activities. It was a world he never fully appreciated before. He only saw the city from the glass of his cars when he drives by. But being in it, seeing all these people leading their lives as normal as possible, thrilled him. For once, he had met people who had no idea who he was. In their eyes, he was another regular person on the street. He didn't get any special treatment. He queued in line when he needed to buy things, just like other people. It was amidst this lively chaos that Chigozie first encountered Olanna, the spirited owner of a small but very popular food stand, or Mama Put, as others called it. Olanna was very known for her delicious jollof rice and her infectious laughter, which seemed to brighten even the dreariest days. Her stand was a beacon of warmth and kindness in the market. Chigozie watched Olanna from a distance, initially drawn by her warmth and generosity towards her customers. He admired how she interacted with everyone, from busy sellers to tired travelers. Summoning his courage, he eventually approached her stand and bought a meal. Olanna greeted him with her usual cheerfulness. "Welcome. What can I get you today?" Chigozie, trying to mask his nervousness, replied, "I'll have a plate of jollof rice, please." As Olanna prepared his meal, they struck up a casual conversation. Chigozie was surprised by her genuine interest in his ordinary existence. He always enjoyed their conversations and was always looking forward to meeting her, and his admiration for Olanna grew with each passing day. Weeks turned into months, and Chigozie's interactions with Olanna deepened. They shared stories, dreams, and fears. Olanna spoke of her dreams of expanding her food stand into a full-fledged restaurant, her struggle to support her younger siblings, and her hopes for a better future. Chigozie listened intently, finding himself increasingly captivated by her resilience and compassion. She was not only beautiful, but she also worked hard. She was someone who would place her family's needs before hers, and while Chigozie liked that about her, he also wished that she could make herself a priority every once in a while. She deserves it for how hard she works. However, not everyone in the market was kind-hearted. There were those who looked down on Chigozie, dismissing him as just another poor worker. The market was filled with gossip, and Chigozie heard the whispers. He also experienced this at his workplace. Many of the people who worked there looked down on the cleaners and would send them on countless meaningless errands. He started to get an insight of the kind of people working for him, and he decided in his mind that they were such poor representatives of his company. One day, a well-dressed woman, one of the most talked about people in his company, Amaka, sneered at Chigozie. "Look at him, always scrubbing away like he's a part of this place. Can't he see that he's just another insignificant worker?" Chigozie kept his head down, focusing on his work, but the sting of such remarks lingered. He was often the subject of ridiculing comments from those who saw him as beneath them. They mocked his worn-out clothes and his humble demeanor, unaware of his identity. Another instance was when a group of young men, regular patrons of Olanna's food stand, made crude jokes about Chigozie. "Hey, Olanna, how can you waste your time with someone like him? He will never amount to anything." Olanna, though distressed by their comments, chose to ignore them. She valued Chigozie's company and the genuine kindness he had shown her. Despite the mockery, their friendship grew stronger, built on mutual respect and shared experiences. One particularly lively afternoon, Olanna organized a small celebration to mark the success of her food stand. The market was alive with music, laughter, and the aroma of a feast. Chigozie saw an opportunity and decided that it was time to reveal his true feelings to Olanna. As the festivities continued, Chigozie approached Olanna, his heart beating with anticipation. "Olanna, can we talk? There is something important I need to tell you." Olanna looked at him with curiosity and concern. "Of course, Chike, what's on your mind?" They walked to a quieter corner of the market, away from the crowd. Chigozie took a deep breath, his emotions mixed with hope and anxiety. "Olanna, I've come to care for you deeply. I know I've been just a janitor, but my feelings for you are genuine. I love you, Olanna. I want to build a life with you." Olanna's eyes widened in surprise. She had grown fond of him, but had never imagined that he harbored such feelings. "Chike, is it okay if I give this a thought? I hope you don't mind," Olanna asked him. Of course you can. I'll be waiting for your response, he said. It was days later, and Chigozie was hanging out with Olanna as usual. He had not asked her about her response towards his confession the days before. He only hoped that she would not turn him down. She was the only person who had managed to steal his heart. The thought of not having her by his side made him sad. Chike, I have thought about that thing you told me the other day, and I have your answer now, Olanna said to him. This made Chike anxious. He had been waiting for a response from her, and now he was about to hear it. Really? Please tell me, he said, urging her to continue. So, Chike, I thought long and hard about this. You are a good man, one of the best people I have encountered in my life, and I'm sure you make a great partner. I love how purposeful you are, and I really hope that all your plans come into reality, she said. Chigozie was already starting to give up. This is what people say when they want to break your heart. It is for all of these reasons that I have decided to say yes to you, she finished. Chigozie shouted for joy, causing passers-by to stare at them. He didn't care who was watching. You will be mine? He asked, as if to get more assurance from her. Of course I will. Did you think I was going to let any other person take away such a good man from me? Olanna asked, which made them burst into laughter. Chigozie and Olanna's relationship was blossoming. He knew it was time for him to tell her the truth about his identity. Ola, there is something I need to tell you, he said to her one day as they were sitting in her shop. Sure, I am listening. Before Chigozie could respond, a grand car pulled up to the market, attracting the attention of everyone present. The luxury vehicle was unlike anything seen in the market before. Sir, you need to come with us. There is an emergency at home with your mother. A man who was dressed in a well-tailored suit said to Chigozie. Olanna was confused about what was going on. She stared at Chigozie as if to make sure the man on suit knew who he was talking to. I think you got the wrong man. This is my boyfriend, Chike, she said to clear the air. Ola, I have to rush. I promise I will tell you everything when I return, Chigozie said. This threw Olanna into more confusion. She watched as the man, who was supposed to be her boyfriend, got into the Hyundai Sonata car that was parked by the roadside close to her shop, and the car drove off. 3 days later, the same vehicle drove by and stopped by the roadside. Chigozie Dimkpa, now out of disguise, stepped out of the car. His presence was commanding, and he walked towards Olanna with a mix of determination and vulnerability. Olanna's mouth dropped open as she recognized him. Chike, what are you doing here, and why are you dressed like that? Chigozie, now free of his disguise, took a deep breath. Olanna, I owe you an explanation. I am Chigozie Dimkpa, the owner of Gozie Enterprises and Companies Limited. I disguised myself as Chike to find genuine love, uninfluenced by my wealth. My feelings for you are real. I fell in love with you for who you are, not because of what I have. The revelation shocked everyone. The market, once buzzing with festivity, fell into a stunned silence. The people who had mocked Chike, the young men who had made cruel jokes, each of them now looked on in disbelief. The grand transformation of Chike into Chigozie was something they had never anticipated. Olanna, though overwhelmed, saw the sincerity in Chigozie's eyes. She took a moment to process the revelation. Her emotions, a blend of confusion and affection. If you're serious about this, then I'm willing to try. But I need to be sure that this isn't just a fleeting whim." Chigozie nodded, his eyes filled with determination. "I understand. I want to prove to you that my love is genuine. I'm willing to show you that I can be a part of your world, not just as a wealthy man, but as someone who truly cares." In the following weeks, Chigozie made every effort to immerse himself in Olanna's world. He worked with her not as a billionaire, but as a partner in her dreams. He spent time in the market, learning about her struggles and sharing in her triumphs. His commitment was unwavering, and his love for Olanna deepened with each passing day. The couple's engagement was a grand but yet intimate affair. The celebration, held in the market where their story began, was a beautiful blend of luxury and simplicity. The market, once a backdrop for their humble beginnings, now bore a witness to a love story that transcended societal boundaries. The news of Chigozie and Olanna's marriage spread like wildfire. The people who had looked down on him were now left to reflect on their judgments. The woman who had mocked Chigozie and the young men who had belittled him were filled with regret. Chigozie made a reshuffling in his company. Everyone who treated the cleaners as lesser human beings were all sacked. He believed that no matter what position one occupied in life, respect must be given and earned. The people he sacked did not earn his respect. Olanna was finally able to build her restaurant as she always dreamed, and her patronage grew from the regular market buyers to more people who discovered her delicious meals. It was a place that welcomed everyone, regardless of their class or status. Chigozie and Olanna's marriage became the most talked about union in Port Harcourt. It showed the power of genuine affection and the beauty of finding love in the most unexpected places. Their story was a reminder that true worth is not measured by wealth, but by the sincerity of the heart. Chigozie and Olanna lived a life rich in love and mutual respect. They continued to build their future together, embracing both their past and the promise of their future. Their journey proved that sometimes the most extraordinary stories begin in the most ordinary places. Thank you so much for watching my story till the end. If you found this story interesting, please give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Help me to grow and share to your loved ones as well. I will see you in my next story. Bye for now.